exposing the secret weapon to control HDB flat prices. Now, in the past, right, if you were a HDB seller, you will be wondering, what is the value of my house? What price should I sell my flat? So a HDB seller can actually go to HDB and ask for a valuation of the flat.
Hello bro, what's the valuation of my house?
A valuer will then have to come down to assess the value of his house. This house, valuation 500k. Now, sellers being sellers, they all want the higher price, so they will tell the buyers,
Hello, welcome to my house. My house is valued at 500k, but I want to sell 550k.
wow, the seller is asking for 550k leh. Means it is 50k over the 500k valuation, cash over valuation. Means this 50k I cannot use loan, I cannot take CPF, I must use cash only to pay this 50k COV. Can or not? So in the past, selling HDB was very simple. It was all about negotiation of COV. Who has the deepest pocket to give the highest COV, right? Because 500k valuation is already a given. At the end of the day, the seller will just choose the person who can give them the highest COV.
Hello, selling flat here. Lelong. Sir, how much you want to offer? 10k COV Sorry, next one. 20k sorry, no one. 30k not good enough. Sir, 100k COV, come, bye.
But the government didn't like this because this will just make buyers fight over one another, make buyers pay more, and eventually just push the prices up. Right? So what did the government do then?
Now let's change the procedure. Buyer and seller will first have to agree on a price without knowing the valuation. Then I will send the valuer down. He will conduct the valuation, but he will not review the price on the spot. He will go back to the office to do.
So with the new procedures, what happens today is if the HDB or government feel that prices today are very high and they need to do something about it, here's the secret weapon. The secret weapon is the valuer and the valuation. So what will happen is, let's say the valuer comes down, he goes to his office, he finds out the valuation and he tells you this.
Hello, Mr. Seller. Today your house valuation 450k 450,000. Huh? What the f? Why only 450k valuation?
But sorry, government has the last say. 450k means 450k. No appeal, no nothing.
Huh? We already committed 500k already what? If I proceed now, I still must pay another 50k in cash? How to find?
Now at this point, right, a buyer will have already committed $1,000 as a deposit to buy the house. However, now the news come out that if the buyer were to proceed with this purchase, he will have to pay 50k in cash. And if he doesn't have the 50k in cash, if he doesn't have deep pockets, what will a buyer do? So between proceeding, he pays 50k, or to back out, he just lose 1,000. As a buyer, usually he will choose to lose the $1,000. So then what's the message to the seller?
Hey seller, you're asking too much. Lower your price. You will not be able to sell at 500k. Understand or not?
So this secret weapon is that by going back to the office and only telling you the valuation later, the HDB or the government can actually force a seller not to sell at 500k anymore and actually to sell something lower and accept a lower price. And another message to the buyer is,
hey buyer, don't anyhow give your option fee. You understand or not? You anyhow agree to 500k, you anyhow give $1,000 option fee, now you anyhow lose $1,000 because you cannot afford to pay the COV. You better make sure you know how much COV you can afford. Understand?
So today, a lot of buyers are actually very scared. They are very scared to offer high prices because if they were to offer a high price, they will actually kena a high COV, which they may not be able to afford, and then they will lose the 1,000 option fee which they paid, and they lose that $1,000 for nothing. So what will savvy buyers do? Savvy buyers will ask, what's the valuation first? Alright, but however, the question is nobody knows what's the valuation. Right? So as a result, when buyers are scared, would they offer a high or would they offer a low price? Naturally, they will offer a lower price, right? So for the sellers, that is actually how HDB or the government can suppress prices and force sellers to accept something that's lower. Hope you learned something here. Check out my profile for more videos about property investing in Singapore.